Honored and privileged to be here. Just want to make sure, are my microphones on?
Coming through loud and clear, Larry. He's got the microphones. I remember, I'll tell this story. The first time I met you was you did some training for the Sales Loft team when I was an SDR, and we were in awe. I think I'd never quite been to a session like it, Larry.
I love it. That means I'm doing something right. I hope.
Well, I think so. I mean, we were speechless, right? And you don't get that from salespeople a lot. So I saw on your LinkedIn profile that you bring this positive energy, right? And you talked about the Larry Long Jr. experience. Do you want to maybe give people who don't know who you are an idea of what this is?
Oh, I appreciate it, Tom. Yeah, when I step up in the room or the Zoom, it's going to be a memorable and hopefully educational and hopefully fun experience. I mean, ultimately, it says it on my shirt, happy to help. I'm all about helping folks and all about having fun, which I think life is about. So Larry Long Jr., CEO, that's Chief Energy Officer of LLJR Enterprises. I am on a mission to provide the Larry Long Jr. experience to as many people as I can help out there in the world.
I love that. And you talk about this idea of everyone having a gift, right? And you believe that your gift is to help people to kind of shine through, which I think is such a great message.
Yeah, we've all got greatness inside. And actually, I wrote a book about it, getting people jolted, getting them zapped so that they're intentional for them to rediscover and believe in their inner greatness. Sometimes in life, in sales, in business, we lose that inner greatness and we stop believing. And there's a group called Journey that said, don't stop believing. Don't get me singing. I'll have everyone crying. I'm tone deaf. You'll have to excuse me.
So that leads quite nicely onto my next question, which is, where do you get your energy from? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people listening who's going, look, where does he get this energy from? I mean, where do you find that spirit? Tell me more about that.
Tom, every day, and today, I don't know when this is going to be released, but today is a thankful Thursday. Every day that I wake up, it's just a blessing. So it's one of those things where you can either woe is me, or you can say, I'm going to carpe diem. And for anyone who's not a Latin scholar, that means seize the day, seize the opportunity. So if you don't bring energy and excitement, check your pulse. What are you doing? You're alive. Let's make this thing happen.
And I think salespeople can get a lot from that, right? Because sales is difficult. And I know that I've been in situations, especially in the early days when I started as a seller, where I'm kind of doing the phone calls. And then the next thing I know, I'm in the toilets crying, right? Because I've had a terrible experience. So what would be your advice to anyone who's maybe listening to this who thinks, look, you know, how do I be as positive